Today, I talk about using food during dog training. So, using food during dog training is nothing new. Unfortunately, most of the people who use food during dog training, or most of the people who have experienced somebody using food during dog training with their dog, find that their dog becomes dependent on the food and that it doesn't really work that well in the real world and when there's distractions around, and the dog just kind of blows them off. And so a lot of times there's this negative connotation with using food because it seems like it doesn't work. Now, that being said, it really depends on how you use the food, because if you use it properly, you can still have a dog that will respond to you around distractions and work for you even when you don't have food with you, which is really important. So there's a few things you have to do though if you're going to use food during training to make sure that your dog does not become dependent on it and is working for you and not the food. So the first thing is don't use treats during training. You need to use the dog's daily food, and you need to use all of it. You can't use part of the food for training and then go feed your dog out of a dish later. The reason is, if you're going to use food during dog training, the only time the dog eats can be while the dog is being trained. Now, the important point here is that you can train the dog without feeding the dog, and in fact you should and you need to, but you can't feed the dog without training the dog. So I call myself a balanced dog trainer, and part of the reason why is because I use both sides of the equation. Sure, I'll use food to motivate a dog, to make the dog happy about working, but at the same time, I'll also have an e-collar on the dog or a prong collar on the dog and something else like that. So if the dog chooses to not do it, the dog actually has a consequence for not doing that. So you have to have both sides, because if you don't have both sides, that's when the dog becomes dependent on the food. So as you watch me work with Oso here, you'll notice that I don't give him food every time he does something. And during other training sessions during the day, I don't even have food on me and he still has to do it. So he's not becoming at all dependent on the food, but I'm still able to use the food to help motivate him and to help him feel really good about working. And of course, again, like I said, I also, I have an e-collar on him, or I have a leash on him or something like that. So if he doesn't do something, I can still give him a meaningful correction so that he knows he needs to do it anyway. And I usually only give him food if he does it right the first time. If I have to correct him to get him to do it right, then I still verbally praise him, but then I move on and he only eats if he does it right the first time. And even then it's random. So if you use food that way, food can be a great tool during training. It can help you with dogs that are unsure or insecure or a little bit nervous, and it can really help bring them out of their shell, and it can really help them feel excited about training. But you have to know that you have to use it the right way so that your dog doesn't become dependent on it, and that your dog will still work for you without the food, even if there's a lot of distractions around. Oso, come. Good boy, good boy, good boy. Set. Good, good boy. Oso, come. Good boy, good boy, good boy. Set. Good boy, good. Oso, come. Boy, good boy. Set. Good. Oso, come. Boy, good boy. Set. Good. Oso, come. Good boy, good boy, good boy. Set. Good. Oso, come. Boy, good boy. Set. Good. Oso, come. Good boy, good boy. Set. Good, good boy. Oso, come. Good boy. Set. Good, good boy. Down. Good boy. Good. Oh, so come. Good boy, good boy. Set. Good, very good. Oh, so come. Good boy, good boy. Good boy. Set. Good boy. Good, good boy. Oh, so come. Good boy, good boy. Set. Good. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Hendricks with Follow the Leader Dog Training.